Emmerdale spoilers: Lachlan White has a new way to kill Rebecca after confessing to his murders. Rebecca White may have survived the initial attempt to kill her from Lachlan, but she is far from out of the danger zone yet, as Lachlan's decision to confess his many crimes to her, including the murders of Chrissie, Lawrence, and his best pal Gerry Roberts, leaves her with a question mark hanging over her fate in Emmerdale. Lachlan is holding a terrified Rebecca hostage in an abandoned woodland shack, where she is bound up and fearing for her life. And after Lachlan breaks down and spills his guts over his killing spree, he decides that he needs to finish off Rebecca once and for all. Emily Head, who plays her, told metro.co.uk, Lachlan has had a breakdown in front of her and admitted everything. He explains the crash was his fault, he killed Gerry, and all of it is a huge surprise to Rebecca. Lachlan then thinks he has to kill her too, so crushes up sleeping tablets in a bottle of water, comes to the shed in the old glamping site to give it to her, but Rebecca manages to talk him out of doing it. He doesn't kill her but leaves her tied up again. I think he acts on impulse from what we've seen, he doesn't think about what will happen after he's done something. Somehow Rebecca being able to talk to him and her saying "we're family, you'll always be family" convinces him to keep her alive. Asked whether she could ever forgive Lachlan for what he had done, Emily reckoned not, pretty understandably to be fair, and explained, she's intelligent. She knows the words to say to him, "I don't think you could forgive someone for killing half your family. It's a pretty big ask." There is still a part of her that sees a scared young man, she knows he never wanted to kill her, and there's still part of the nephew she loved in him. But he's turned into something she doesn't recognize. Forgiveness I don't think would ever happen, but in the moment she believes she could go away and not tell anyone, as long as it means her and Seb are together. Things certainly look bleak for Rebecca, and when she then runs out of her water and is left thirsty, starving and helpless, time starts to run out fast. Could this be the end of Rebecca? Emily mused, it's definitely Rebecca's hardest time. If you put anyone in isolation long enough, they certainly become weaker. Underneath it all she is very strong, there's a reason she hasn't given up and she's still fighting to escape and is beating away at her chains with a rock that she found on the fireplace. There's a definite strength and resilience to her, but you certainly will see periods where it looks like she's give up. She does think this is futile, nothing is going to happen. But then a new surge of adrenaline and thinking about Seb kicks in. As long as she escapes she can see him and he can have his mother back, that's her motivation. So could Rebecca even be the one who finally brings Lachlan down once and for all? She smiled, I hadn't thought of that, but yes, definitely. She needs some kind of payback, though nothing can pay you back for losing half of your family at the hands of a quarter of your family. But I think it would be a good way of putting a full stop at the end of it all, as opposed to leaving it open, for her to be involved in some way in his inevitable downfall. He can't keep doing this forever, can he? There'll be no one left.